Hello, welcome back. Today I'd like to do a video comparing the passport size traveler's notebook with the pocket sized ring band planner. This is a Filofax. Okay, so first of all I'm going to compare the sizes. Here I've got a passport sized traveler's notebook from the Travelers Company, and here I've got a pocket sized ring band planner. This one is from Filofax. So straight off the bat, you can see that there's quite a difference in the cover size, with the pocket-sized ring band planner being quite a bit bigger. And then also dimensions-wise aside. I'm currently in a Moterm traveler's notebook cover. And you can see this one is obviously a little bit chunkier than the passport from Travelers Company. But even still, you can see there's quite a bit of difference here at the top. Now this one is a little bit wider than the one from Travelers Company, which is great because it means you don't get overhang with your notebooks. But it is still narrower than the pocket-sized from Filofax. This is filled with inserts and this one has nothing in it. Even if this one was stuffed to the brim, because of the ring size, it would still be narrower than this one. Now on to the inserts, because this is where I think it gets interesting. So here you can see I've got a range of passport inserts from the Travelers Company, and then here I've got a couple of loose pocket inserts from Filofax. Although the pocket-sized cover is bigger than the passport size cover, you'll see that the inserts are actually quite a bit smaller. And then if we're looking at it in terms of usable space, obviously you're not going to be writing right up to the rings. So in that instance, you actually get quite a bit more space in the passport sized traveler's notebook than you do in the pocket sized Filofax, which for me is one of the reasons why I have actually enjoyed using this so much and have stayed in this system for the last 12 months. So some other things to consider is going to be what your use case is. For instance, you can separate your traveler's notebook up into sections by having the different books. In a Filofax, you can create different sections using something like a plastic divider. In terms of storing your used inserts, there's a couple of options. Now, both of them, you have the option to store them in a binder. So this one is the passport-sized storage binder from Traveler's Notebook. And inside you've got these little metal bars, which you would use like you would use one of the elastic bands to just put your notebook in there. Like so. And so you can store a number of notebooks in here if you wish. I personally don't actually use this, and I will get on to how I store my notebooks in a moment. For the Filofax, you've got lots of different options. You can get the binders from Filofax. You can also get very inexpensive 6-ring plastic binders. I'll link up here a video that I did on archiving Filofax inserts. And as you can see, I have this one here, which is stuffed to the brim with my old pocket Filofax inserts. One thing that is quite useful about the similar size between Passport Travelers Company inserts and the pocket Filofax inserts is that feasibly you could archive the inserts together. So if you wanted to use both systems, you could still archive them in the one place, and I will show you how. So if we have a look here, I've got a little stack of Passport notebooks and then also some used Filofax inserts here. Now my current preferred archiving method is to use an archiving box. A simple archiving box is a great way to archive notebooks or inserts from a ring bound planner. You can see in here I have got some dividers for the forthcoming years, and how I will be archiving is having that divider in there and then just putting in the used notebooks behind. So my plan is I will end up with this filled with completed notebooks. And as you can see, because of the size similarity, it is very feasible that you could also just pop in your completed inserts from Filofax. I am currently enjoying using the passport size just because there is quite a bit more page real estate. And while I guess looking at it like this, it might not look like that much, you know, you've got to take into account the rings here. If I was to just take one of these Filofax pages and I guess fold back where you would feasibly be writing to, you can see there is actually quite a lot more page available in the passport size. When it's such a dinky notebook, it actually makes quite a difference. I like that I can write pretty much right up to the edge of the page here, whereas on a ring bound planner you do have the rings to consider, especially when you're writing on the left page. I know there are other benefits obviously with the pocket rings or any ring bound planner. You can remove pages quite freely. For me, that's not such a concern because I tend to kind of archive everything, even the like chicken scratch notes in my notebook, they will all go together. So in some ways it's actually more convenient for me to have them all contained within a little notebook as opposed to all of these, which this is from 2007 and I'm still trying to find a good way to keep these together so that they can go into my archive. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, perhaps give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, then please by all means subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.